We are given an array of intervals and we need to check whether there are any overlapping intervals and merge them together. Each interval will be having a starting number and ending number. So we can actually represent it on a number line. Before coming up with a solution, let's take two intervals and look at different scenarios. The first scenario is the two intervals are completely disjoint. In this case, we don't have to do anything. We will have both these intervals in the output array. The second scenario is two intervals are touching each other. In this case, as per the problem statement, we can merge them together into a single interval. When we are creating a new interval, the starting number will be the minimum of two starting numbers and the ending number will be the maximum of two ending numbers. We will add this new interval to the output array. The third scenario is two intervals are overlapping to some extent. In this case, we can merge them together into a single interval and add to the output array. The fourth scenario is one interval is completely overlapped by the other interval. In this case also, we can merge them together into a single interval and add to the output array. So based on these observations, let's solve the problem with the help of an example. Let us represent these intervals on a number line. The interval at index 0 is 4, 6. So we can represent it like this. The interval at index 1 is 3, 5. The interval at index 2 is 1, 2. And the interval at index 3 is 6, 7. Here we are having a problem. That is, these intervals are scattered across the number line. So there can be a problem of encountering an interval which was supposed to occur before the current interval. For example, we have this interval 1, 2 at index 2. So only after reaching index 2, we can check whether this particular interval is overlapping with any of the previously analyzed intervals. We can solve this problem by sorting the intervals based on the starting number. So after sorting, the number line will look like this. Now we only need to check whether the current interval can be merged with the previously analyzed interval. So now we can easily merge the intervals in single go by moving in forward direction. Here for the first interval, we don't have a previous interval in the output array. So we can just add it to the output array without any check. For the second interval 3, 5, the previously analyzed interval is the last interval in the output array 1, 2. Here we will check whether the interval 3, 5 can be merged with the interval 1, 2. For that, we can check whether the starting number 3 of interval 3, 5 is falling on or before the ending number of the interval 1, 2. Since 3 is greater than 2, we cannot merge this interval with the last interval 1, 2. So we can add this to the output array as it is. For the third interval 4, 6, the last interval present in the output array is 3, 5. Here the starting number 4 of the interval 4, 6 falls before the ending number 5 of the interval 3, 5. That means this interval can be merged with the last interval present in the output array. Since the input array was already sorted in the beginning, we know that the last interval in the output array will be having the minimum starting number compared to the interval we are currently analyzing. So we only need to check which interval will be having the maximum ending number, and we will be updating the last interval's ending number with this particular maximum number. So as a whole, we have a new merged interval in the output array. For the fourth interval 6, 7, the last interval present in the output array is 3, 6. Here the starting number 6 of the interval 6, 7 is equal to the ending number 6 of the interval 3, 6. That means this interval can be merged with the last interval present in the output array. We will update the last interval's ending number with the maximum number 7. So now we have a new merged interval in the output array. So in the end, this is the result we have. Now let's code the solution. First, we will sort the intervals based on the starting number. We will create a new array for storing the new intervals. And at last we will be returning it. We can store the first interval in the output array so that we need not have to put any conditional checks for empty array during the iteration. Now let's iterate through the sorted intervals. If the starting number of the current interval is less than or equal to the ending number of the last interval present in the output array merged, then we need to update the ending number of the last interval present in the output array. The ending number after merging will be the maximum of two ending numbers. And if the starting number of the current interval is greater than the ending number of the last interval present in the output array, then we need to add the current interval to the output array as it is. Let's try running the program. It's working. See you in the next video.